Right, well, 6 lakh candidates, months of preparation, sleepless nights, coaching classes, borrowed notes, and one single dream, a government teaching job. And then one phone call, one raid, one bag full of question papers. That's all it took to bring Maharashtra's teacher eligibility test crashing down just hours before it was supposed to begin. Hello and welcome to Deep Dive. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Tonight on the show, we will break down how a rupees 1.5 crore deal in a small lane of Bhiwandi exposed yet again how easily India's exam system can be bought, sold and broken. Let's rewind to Saturday, June 27th. The Maharashtra TET 2026 exam was scheduled to happen on Sunday, June 28th, across 1,028 centers statewide, a routine mandatory test for anyone who wants to teach in a school in the state. But late Friday night, something didn't add up. Thane Police's DCP for Zone 2, Pavan Bansod, got a tip-off. Word was that a group was heading to Bhiwandi's Kongaon area, not to take the exam, but to sell it. A trap was laid and it worked. Police picked up 3 men on the spot. In their possession, mobile phones, debit cards, wads of cash and 4 copies of the question paper. Officials from the Maharashtra State Council of Examination, the MSCE, were called in overnight to verify the documents. Their confusion was damning. Several questions in the seized papers matched word for word the original paper set for June 28th. By morning, the exam was off. 6 lakh students postponed indefinitely for now, and police say that the paper was allegedly changing hands for a staggering 1.5 crore rupees. Listen in.
महाराष्ट्र में जो टीईटी की एग्ज़ाम होने वाली है, उस एग्ज़ाम में जो पेपर आने वाले थे, वो पेपर आज भिवंडी में बेचने के लिए कुछ लोग आने वाले हैं। ये इन्फॉर्मेशन यहाँ के डीसीपी जोन 2 पवन बंसोड़ उनको मिले थे। उन्होंने पूरी टीम तैयार करके ट्रैप लगाया था और कोनगांव एरिया में। वहाँ पे 3 लोगों को उन्होंने उनकी टीम ने हिरासत में लिया। उनकी जांच करने के बाद उनके पास से कुछ मोबाइल, डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड, कुछ पैसे बरामद किए और जो कल इस्तेमाल होने वाले टीईटी के 4 पेपर, ये भी उनके यहाँ से जब्त किए हैं। ये पेपर देखने के बाद जो एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट के सीनियर ऑफिसर है।
So, who are we talking about here? Well, the police have named 3 men so far, Rajiv Shah and Akash Kumar from Bihar and Dheeraj Kumar from Haryana, and notice something interesting. None of them are even from Maharashtra. All 3 investigators say had travelled in from Delhi specifically for the deal, suggesting this wasn't a local leak by some disgruntled clerk. This looks like an organised interstate operation that treats exam papers like contraband, moving them across state lines the way you would move anything else on the black market. But here's the more worrying part. Police say that the mastermind behind this entire operation is still on the run. The 3 arrested are being treated as the couriers, the middlemen in the chain and not the source. Listen in.
स्पेशल इन्वेस्टिगेशन टीम विशेष तपास पथक गठन हमने किया है। उसमें डीसीपी जोन 2 पवन बनसोड़ जी है और बाकी 2 एसीपी, बाकी सीनियर पीआर, एपीआई, पीएसआई और बाकी कर्मचारी हैं। इसके तहत जिनका रोल निष्पन्न होगा उनके अगेंस्ट हम कार्रवाई करने वाले हैं।
साथ ही क्या लग रहा है कि इससे जो तार जुड़े हैं राज्य के और जिलों के लोग भी कनेक्टेड हो सकते हैं, इस तरह की
नहीं, इसमें देखिए आज ही गुना दाखिल किया है, इसके बारे में अभी बोलना ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन जो भी इसमें शामिल होंगे, व्यक्ति हो या कोई क्लास हो या कोई भी हो, उनके खिलाफ हम कार्रवाई करने वाले हैं।
Well, a special investigation team has now been formed and teams have reportedly been sent to other states to trace exactly where this paper originated. Was it leaked from a printing press, a transport vehicle, an insider within the examination body itself? That answer, right now, nobody has. Cases have been registered under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita along with the Maharashtra Competitive Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Act of 2024, a law that exists precisely because the state has seen this before. And that's really the uncomfortable truth here. The Maharashtra leak isn't a glitch in the system, it's a symptom of one. Let's lay out the timeline because once you see it end to end, the pattern writes itself. Go back to 2013, the Madhya Pradesh Vyapam scam. Not just one exam, but an entire racket spanning medical college admissions and government recruitment running for years before it blew up into one of India's biggest examination scandals ever. In 2017, the UP TET had to be cancelled altogether after the paper leaked just before the exam. In 2021 and 2022, Rajasthan's REET teacher eligibility exam was hit by leaks not once but twice, eventually leading to the arrest of Education Department officials themselves. In 2022, protests erupted nationwide over alleged irregularities in the railway, RRB, NTPC and Group D recruitment exams. Then comes 2023, Bihar's BPSC teacher recruitment exam, the TRE, was cancelled in several districts after papers surfaced before the test. Then 2024, the UP Police Constable recruitment exam, nearly 48 lakh candidates affected, scrapped after a leak. And of course, the one still fresh in everyone's memory, NEET, undergraduate 2024, the medical entrance exam, where the trail led investigators to Hazaribagh in Jharkhand and Patna in Bihar, exposing a leak and cell network that shook the entire country's faith in centralized testing. Notice something? Different states, different exams, same script. A paper escapes the system days or hours before the test, and somewhere a price tag gets attached to it. Every single time this happens, a new law gets cited, a new SIT gets formed, a new postponement gets announced. Maharashtra itself brought in a dedicated anti-cheating law in 2024, and the leak still happened. Allegedly sold for crores, allegedly run by an interstate syndicate. So is the problem the laws, or is it everything before the law? The printing, the transport, the storage, the dozens of hands a question paper passes through before it ever reaches a sealed exam hall. School Education Minister Dalaji Bhuse has promised strict action and a thorough probe. The MSCE says a fresh exam date will be announced soon. Opposition parties, including the Congress and AIMIM, have already accused the state government of being more occupied with politics than securing its own examination system. Listen in.
पूरे राज्य में लगभग 1028 केंद्रों पे टीईटी की परीक्षा महाराष्ट्र राज्य शिक्षा परिषद के माध्यम से आयोजित की गई थी। इसके लिए पूरी सुरक्षा की उपाय योजना भी वहां की गई थी, पर तो भी भिवंडी परिसर के पुलिस विभाग को यह ध्यान में आया कि कुछ लोग इस टाइप के इस परीक्षा से निगड़ित कुछ दस्तावेज लेके घूम रहे, इसीलिए पुलिस ने कार्रवाई की और तीनों लोगों को वहां पे अरेस्ट किया गया है। डिटेल इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए होम डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ से एसआईटी का भी वहां गठन किया गया है। 5 लोगों का एसआईटी टीम बनाया गया है डिटेल इन्वेस्टिगेशन इसमें।
Well, but for the 6 lakh young men and women who studied for this exam, politics isn't really the headline. The headline is simpler and far more personal. Can they trust the next exam date any more than they did this one? The accused may change, the state may change, but until India fixes what happens to a question paper before it reaches the exam hall, we'll be back here again telling this exact same story with a different name on the FIR. Mr. Ashok Singh, Director of Board Mass Education, is with us on the program. Mr. Singh, appreciate you joining here with us. Well, you know, this is not a one-off problem. This is a systemic issue which is obviously embedded in a lot of corruption, greed and secrecy. How can something like this be eliminated? Because we know that the process as well as the arrangement of these exams is massive considering the administrative that our country has to go through. What can be the possible solution for the future?
See, you have already listed down so many corruption scandal with year and all. So every year we are seeing these kind of paper leak somewhere through distribution channel or through the source or through the mafia gang or through the scholars, examination centers. So see, problem is everywhere. You cannot say that problem is at one place. Problem is at everywhere. From the paper printing or paper setting to paper printing to transportation to paper safety to ensure safe conduction of exam. So problem is everywhere. So it's a deep down. We need to change entire system. And what I presume with a lot of exams, what we have experimented with computer-based test, that is little safer, number one. Number two, we are conducting many exams. The solution is we should conduct one exam which is similar to so many like tests. No, there are so many, say, grade 3 post. You can conduct one exam. So many grade 2 posts are there. You can conduct one exam, or nationwide one exam. We need to think deeply on this, how we can conduct lesser number of exam, ensure safety of exam, ensure fair conduction, and computer based, so that we can even give result quickly. Lot of other issues are also there. Exam has been conducted, result comes very late. Even if result comes, then interview is happening for 6 months. Means some candidate who has qualified also for government post, they are not joining after 1 year, 2 year. So lot of places, no, a lot of error is there, and education system in
All
India,
right, sir.
no.
We appreciate your presence here, but we have run out of time. Thank you so much for those thoughts. We'll take a short break. Be right back.